Today, guys, we're talking about every fan's favorite subject: athletes, especially star athletes, and money. Abe, why are we so obsessed with player salaries?
Many fans feel that money dictates success. They understand the economics of their leagues, and so yes, they're able to pinpoint exactly where teams should be spending and who they should be spending their dollars on.
I mean, for sure, in the hockey industry, it's half the fun is following the salary cap and what teams can spend. It's part of sports.
We live in a star culture. As kids, almost every one of us at some point fancied the idea that we would be that star athlete. We think about the riches and fames.
The Capitals made Alex Ovechkin the first $100 million NHL player. What do you remember about that deal?
Amazing for him, amazing for the brand. You know, you go to a Capitals game, of course, now, and you'll see 18,000 number 8 jerseys in the stands. And not only did we re-sign him, but he signed on for 13 years. We had a star, and the star was going to be staying here in Washington. It was fantastic.
When it comes to player contracts, there's just so much to unpack. Let's have a quick glimpse at how those complex deals come together.
It's your job to make sure the bottom line is where it needs to be.
Obviously, we know that the TV deal is going to go up. How does that affect their cap and their contracts? You know, I just carry that no matter max player, minimum player, I carry that.
Jalen's extension, Jalen Hurts, the quarterback for the Eagles. Last spring, it was 5 years, $255 million with
like that.
Nearly $180 million guaranteed, which at the time, for 4 days. but that doesn't fit. I mean, still, like, you see that.
Our Jackson's like, hold my beer.
So there's Jerry Jones, Scott Boras, and me, and they set up a football field with the salt and pepper shakers and like forks and napkins. They negotiated my contract by moving the salt and pepper shakers, and they called every yard line a certain amount of dollars. And I watched Scott move the salt and pepper shaker here, and then Jerry moved it there, and I was like, literally, like, this is surreal that they're negotiating my contract with a salt and pepper shaker here at this restaurant.
What's driving this explosive growth in player salaries?
More revenue. More and more revenue is coming into the sports ecosystem, and as collective bargaining, players deserve and are granted the right to share in that revenue.
Don, in the NHL, there's a hard salary cap. They actually shut down the league for an entire year to get that hard salary cap. How does it work?
Basically, in a nutshell, you take the league revenues, they divide it 50-50, 50 for the clubs, 50 for the players, spread that amongst the 32 teams, and that's how you get the amount to spend.
More media revenue leads to greater ability to spend on players. And when the NHL has their next media rights deal come up, there'll be more money in the system. More money to share with players, and players will expect to share in that revenue.
Speaking of more, I think I read the NHL salary cap is going to go up $25 million over the next 3 years.
You guys sound like agents over there, all right?
What's driving the growth?
We're trying to navigate. Revenue is driving the growth, but you guys sound like agents. I mean, we're trying to contain salaries a little bit.
Joe, there's no cap in Major League Baseball. You got the Mets way up here at $315 million.
And the Dodgers even higher.
And the Dodgers even higher. And way down here, you got the A's at just $62 million. Is that sustainable?
It has been sustainable for a long time. Baseball has fought very hard, the Players Association, to make sure that there is no salary cap in baseball. But certainly we've seen recently that system has changed dramatically. That uncertainty is helping to press some salaries and free agent spending.
But I will say some owners will look at their top line revenue and say it's not where it used to be, specifically with the regional sports networks not funding as much of the revenue as they did in years past. So owners are making decisions based on their balance sheets. They will support Rob Manfred's call for a hard salary cap, and they're willing to sit out to try to get what they can get.
NHL salary cap combines a maximum with a minimum and with revenue sharing. So NHL is committed to parity, and the cap system from the beginning was set up to funnel some money back to those lower market teams.
The irony is that Major League Baseball has some of the best competitive balance and parity despite all of this, because just because you spend the money doesn't necessarily guarantee anything.
Do you guys feel like baseball owners would actually go to a season-long
Yes.
stoppage to
Yes.
get a hard cap?
I do believe it.
I'm not as convinced. We certainly saw around the COVID pandemic and even the past lockout that owners are willing to strip away some of that regular season inventory for sure. A full season is a much harder sell, and it's just really testing the loyalty of fans.